Okay, welcome everyone. So welcome to the first session of Android application development. Now in this session, we are going to learn about the Android app development without using any syntax tool coding. So you can learn Android application development by block-based coding. So there is one platform available for that. You can learn the Android app development. So the name of the platform is MIT App Inventor. So in this first session of Android app development, I will be teaching you regarding regarding the MIT App Inventor platform. So uh, let's type here MIT App Inventor like this. So when you type, you will get the first link here, MIT App Inventor. That is MIT.edu. Just click on the first link you will get. Now here you can see this is the platform where you can able to create the Android application. So you can see the number of users per day on this website. You can see on this platform. You can see. So and the number of applications built you can see, and the registered user on this particular platform is 8.2 million. You can see, right? So this particular platform is very popular among the kids. They are doing Android application development by using block-based coding. It is quite simple, and you can learn all the aspects of Android application development. Right. So now let's get started with this MIT App Inventor without wasting any time. So now if you want to create any new application by using this MIT App Inventor platform, you need to click on this Create App tab. And if you want to explore the tutorials and all, you can get the tutorials, all the tutorials in the PDF format and on the blogs on the MIT App Inventor platform. You can explore that as well. So right now I don't want to waste so much of time. So we can directly get onto the platform and start building the application. And I'm just walk you through the environment of the MIT App Inventor. Let's click on Create App. After clicking the Create App, you will get it will ask you for your Google account. You need to choose your Google account. You can choose any your Google account. Let's click on the Google account. Okay. Yeah. So I have clicked my one Google account. So now this is the basic platform this is the basic user interface of MIT App Inventor platform. Now Now I will be walk you through all the components and all these some technical terms in this platform. So let's so I'll start with the components that you are getting with this application. I mean, you are getting with this MIT App Inventor platform. So basically, in the palette section, you will get all the components to add in your Android application. Like if you want to add some buttons in your Android application, you will get the buttons from here, user interface. Now, if you want to know more about what this component is used for, you need to click on this question mark sign. You will get the complete detail about, you will get the brief information about that particular component you want to add. Now there are various components, checkbox, date picker, image, all the components you can use for your Android applications. Now you can change the layout of your application. You will get the horizontal arrangement or vertical arrangement, all this. In media, you can add sound, you can add players, you can add camera, you can add camcorder, you can add text to speech converter. So these are all the components you will get here, right? So I will be explaining you all the components by providing the tutorial on one Android application, one simple Android application we are going to make in the next upcoming session or next tutorial. So the first is, yeah, so these are the media components, and these are the drawing and animation components. There are sensors. You can also use the sensors which are present inside the mobile phone already, right? You can use those sensors as well. So there are various sensors in mobile phone, that is accelerometer sensor, gyroscope, light sensor is also in our mobile phone. All the sensors we can use, proximity sensors which is present in front of our mobile phone. All the sensors we can use, and we can make very interesting software, a very interesting Android applications by using this. No. So there are social, even you can connect your Facebook, Twitter, all this. Storage, we're having the different databases here. We're having cloud database, we're having tiny database and all. Yeah. So these are the different components of your Android app development platform, that is the MIT App Inventor. Now you can use all those components. You can use all those components to make your Android application. Now we are going to make one Android application, that is simple Android application. In next tutorial, I will be explaining you that as well. So now, so these are on the left side, you will get the palette. In the palette, you will get all the components. Now let's suppose I have add something. If I click on user interface, and now I have add button. Now I want to change the name on the button. So you will get, whenever you add any component, you will get that component in component section, right? So this screen one is basically by default one. You will get one screen. You can add multiple screens as well. You can add multiple screen from this button. Add screen. You can add screen 2. Right? This is how you can add the multiple screen, right? So you can add multiple screens on this screen, right? So you can switch between the one screen on two screen, right? Now, so now I have added one button here. Now I want to change the property and I want to change the name and shape and size of this button. You can change by going inside the properties of this button, right? So you need to click on button and just go below the properties of the button, and you can change the name of the button. Like I'll write here, click me. So this is how you can rename the button. Now you can see there is a name on that button. There are various, you can change the size, shape of the button. So I'll be explaining you in the next upcoming tutorial. Now, so this is about the how you can change the properties of particular component. You need to add any component, and that component, whenever you add any component, you will get that component in component section, and you can change the property of that component in properties section. Now, now you want to see your projects. You can see all the projects in my project list. Just click on my project. You will get all the projects, right? You will get all the projects here, the project which you have made. And now you want to add the projects which are already present in your computer. You can import that from your component, from your computer. You need .aia file. Okay. So this is about how you can access the projects, how you can use your project, how you can start your new project. Just click on start new project and give the name. So you can give the name. My first tab I'll write here. So now the condition is here, you cannot use space here, you cannot use special character, right? So you need to write, you can use your underscore, my first app, like this. You can give the name. So whenever you will give the name, just wait for 5 seconds, the screen will automatically open. Yeah. So now you will get the mobile phone. You can get the tablet view as well here. You can get the tablet view, you can get the monitor view. Likewise, you can get all the views, right? So this is about the how to get access of your projects and how to add a new project or how to create a new project. Now let's suppose you want to check your application, you want to test your application that whether it is correct or not. So there are 3 options available here to check your application whether it is correct or not. So I'll explain you each option, and I will explain about the practically I will explain this practically in next session. So this is AI companion, this is emulator and USB. These are the 3 techniques you can use for test your application. Now you can test your application, right? Which application which you have made. Now AI companion is basically you need to download one Android application in your mobile phone, that is MIT AI2 companion app you need to download. Now this emulator option is basically for you need to install the desktop software or your laptop software. It is basically a interface. It's like a mobile phone interface on your laptop. You can use that emulator for testing. But this emulator is quite what I can say. It's a bit lengthy, and it take large time to execute to load your application. And USB, you need to connect your mobile phone, and then you can check this application by using connecting the USB. So what I suggest here, you can use the AI companion and you can directly live, you can check your Android application. So I will explain you all these things, don't worry. So now the question is, now if I want to share my application with my family members or with my friends, so I can directly create APK or I can directly download the APK. You can create a QR code for this. This is how you can create the QR code for this. One QR code will appear on the screen. You need to scan that QR code and that application will automatically download in your mobile phone. You can download that application in your mobile phone by scanning the QR code only, so that you can share that APK file with your friends or family. So this might take few minutes, because it might take few minutes for making the APK. So it will make APK. After that, it will create a QR code on the screen. So this is the user interface of this is the user interface of the MIT App Inventor platform. So I will be explaining the complete detail and complete tutorials regarding the MIT App Inventor platform. So stay tuned. So this will take few minutes to create a QR code. Just be patient. Means you need to hold your patience for making the APK. So it will complete when after 100% you will get one QR code. Scan that QR code. You can easily download your application from that QR code and install your application, or you can share your application with family members and all. So thank you.